There's a lot of excitement surrounding this season. Glad it's finally here, and I'm glad we get to be on the call.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Driving to the basket, Houdini. Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. Fires the three. And Anunoby pulls it down. Now the Knicks with it.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up the second one this quarter.
Celtics on D. Lee on the wing. Lets it fly. Drops one in from the wing. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Gee, no good. Lee, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Lee. Back to Anunoby. Towns outside. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Lee misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
White, the pass to George. Here's Houdini. Again, the miss by Boston. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Brunson. On the take. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Outside White. Down low. Here's G. Kicks it to George. Pass to Houdini. G. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Lee. Towns on the screen. Here's Lee. His last outing, he had 20. Outside Anunoby. Gets the three to fall.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Here's G. White on the wing. George outside.
Well, the 6'7" Anunoby is outstanding on this end, and guys hate when he guards them.
And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Second, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Celtics trail by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Brunson. Coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Rebound Boston.
And it didn't in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's White. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Knicks leading by 4. Here's Lee. Over Tatum. And basket by Lee. Lee's got 6 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Tatum from long range. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 4 rebounds now. Towns on the screen. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown.
I just love the ball movement.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. 9-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And this is probably a game they've been looking forward to since these guys bounced them from the playoffs last year.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Outside Tatum. They still need this. Here's G. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Drives to the hoop. And he lays it in. G's gotten his second bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Anunoby passes to Lee. It's deflected. Here's Houdini. No made baskets yet. George left side. Fires from deep. The kick out to White. Second chance effort. Left side Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. For 3, George. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
This hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Greg.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And it's Houdini missing. New York leading by 7. Left side Brunson. Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Hauser passes to Gonzalez. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Anunoby finds Bridges. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, one of the great things about Anunoby is he can take on so many roles. If he needs to facilitate, he can do that.
Gonzalez passes to Hauser. To the middle. Here's G. Second chance. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about it. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
So he gets them both. And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Celtics trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Pritchard. Over Brunson. Boston, no good that time either. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Anunoby. Towns for 3. Out to Bridges. From deep. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Boston on offense. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks and so forth.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game.
So for the Knicks, Drummond comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Hart subbed in for Lee. Here's Gonzalez. No points yet. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Back to Hauser. Fires for 3. And he buries his first look.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Defensive teams from last year. The Celtics in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. He takes it in. It's tipped.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. They lead by 4. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
It didn't look like that game was over, but they finally kicked it into gear in the 4th. A tremendous comeback.
And it's good for 2. Brunson's got his second basket.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Pritchard, pass to G. Stolen by Drummond. Pass to Anunoby. Nice assist from Brunson. Anunoby's got the second bucket on the night.
Anunoby hit there, but keeps fighting. Just a gritty player on the inside.
Outside Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Corner shot. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's G. He also had a big impact in that win against the 76ers. Pass to Gonzalez. Launches a 3. The rebound by Bridges. New York leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Hauser. Pass to Gonzalez. Just 5 to shoot. Nice D from Bridges.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's Brunson. Boston pulls it in. G's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And that one's drained from the low block. G's got 8, and that concludes the first quarter of play. New York out in front, leading by 8. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the floor for Boston, Jason Tatum out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Sam Hauser. Then it's Derek White. And it's Houdini in at the 1. White can't hit.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Clarkson for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pulls up on the wing. White can't hit. Knicks leading by 10. Pass to Drummond. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. It's Hart on the wing. Now here's Clarkson. Screen by Hart. Let's go with a 3. And there's Clarkson. That was good. On the assist from Hart. Clarkson's got himself on the board with a 3 there. And still to this day, Jordan Clarkson can give you instant offense, Coach.
Well, Brian, he's excellent off the bounce, flashing into the lane. He's added the three-point shot. He can fill it up in a hurry. Normally, what a slam by the 6'3" Clarkson, showing he's still got some ups.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, I'm not in the labels, I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer, and hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Houdini, pass to White. Here's Houdini. The 3. On the wing, Hauser. This one for 3. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
McBride passes to Lee. Shoots over Tatum. And it's New York scoring again.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Here's Houdini. Off the mark there with a three.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Back to Lee. It's all in by Robinson. Celtics trail by 14. Hauser passes to Tatum. The shot won't fall. Hard with the defensive effort. We know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little free happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Celtics trail by 16. Houdini, pass to Robinson. Now White. The three is up. Again, the miss by Boston.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Hart. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Tatum. White on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Back to Tatum. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And this is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Celtics trail by 20. Houdini, pass to G. And here's White, looking to win the run.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
For New York, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Lee misses. Boston's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Count it. And that's 10 points for G.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Hart. Towns outside. Back to Hart. Towns the screen on George. 5 to shoot. Hart goes in. Towns for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. George scanning the floor. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact into his finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Towns on the screen. Lee misses.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now here's White. No made baskets yet.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Back to Hart. Fires the three. Rebound Boston.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Houdini. They get the rebound. The kick to Tatum. Second shot opportunity. Here's Houdini. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Houdini's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Lee. To win the cold spell. And that one's good. Lee's got 14.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Now here's George. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And he gave them headaches with his defense. Constant activity at that end with 4 steals to show for it. The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Absolutely jaw-dropping.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
There's no argument that Tatum's at his best when he's distributed.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. Brunson passes to Lee. For three, Bridges. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Boston. Down by 12. White can't hit.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
Brunson against White. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Just 5 to shoot. And an Obi for 3. Boston pulls it in. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Houdini. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Now here's White. He's scoreless. Outside Tatum. From deep three-point land. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
Brunson a screen on George. Pass to Towns. Here's Brunson outside. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And it's 7 points for Jalen Brunson.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities. BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Back to Lee. And they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Now here's Towns. 20 points for him last game against Cleveland.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
Puts up a 3. And it's Houdini missing.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Pass to Lee. And there's a 3-second violation.
Basketball.
Celtics trail by 17. White looking it over. Tatum a screen on Brunson. It's White with a drive. Houdini pass to Tatum. And there's the lob. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Anunoby. Nice D from Tatum.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
46 seconds left in the first half. G passes to George. Goes back up. Brunson with the block. And they'll keep possession. George, no good.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Lee. Brunson against George. With the step back. Anunoby for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's G. And the layup is good off the glass. G's got 18.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's New York, liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drumline. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hello, everybody.
Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the New York Knicks. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big Diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Knicks.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Knicks leading by 15. Anunoby plays the 4, and Cat is the center. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Lee in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Brunson. Lee on the wing. Oh, he jams it straight down.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Now here's Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father,
shots.
a role model, and a
shots.
professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And he hits the first of 3.
And listen, Jason Tatum is one of the very best players in the world. He does everything well, can fill in wherever, the type of player who covers up your weaknesses.
And the second free throw is good.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
And he makes all 3. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Towns outside. Outside Anunoby. Clock at 4. The 3 is up. G with a rebound. G's got his 16th rebound on the night. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner 3s, too.
Here's Lee. G with a rebound.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Not from me, Ryan.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from three.
Houdini, pass to White. Pass to Houdini, beyond the arc. The Knicks with the rebound. He's got his 16th rebound in the night. Here's Brunson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Lee. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Knicks lead 61-44.
Outside White. 4-3. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York leading by 17. Left side Brunson. Pass to Lee. Anunoby for 3. He can't hit that time. Boston's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Outside White. From outside, off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
The offensive rebound. Houdini banked it in on the glass. Houdini's got 8.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Bridges outside. Back to Lee. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Houdini. 3-pointer. Drains the triple. 11 points in the game.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
New York working the ball around now. And basket by Lee.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
Now here's George. He's got 6. And it's Houdini missing. Anunoby with it. Pass to Brunson. Here's Lee. Anunoby on the wing. George defending. Oh, and that one, no question. Lowered it down.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
The kick out to White. Takes a 3. They get it again. For 3. George, that one's good.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Towns on a screen. There's the 3. The kick out to Brunson. And the 3 off target. Celtics trail by 16. To the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Lee. Given 31 now. Outside Anunoby. The shot's good. Anunoby's got 12.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. moment here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. New York in 5th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Pass to Houdini. Tatum looking it over. From downtown. The shot no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
White against Brunson. Back to Lee. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. That shot missing. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Houdini. White with a screen on Bridges. Here's Houdini. Again, the miss by Boston. The Knicks have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. Towns. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul, Jason Tatum.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Inside. And he dumps it. What a pass to set him up.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
Here's Lee, pounded by Tatum. And foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. Here's Lee. Give him 31 now. Money on the 19-footer. Lee's got 15 points here in the second half.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Houdini. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Bridges. Lee on the wing. Hounded by Tatum. Pass to Brunson. Towns, left side. 6 to shoot. Here's Lee. Hounded by Tatum. Down low. Here's G. And he dumps it down.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Boston shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And some changes here for New York. Drummond's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Hart subbed in for Lee. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
New York leading by 16. Bridges outside. And Obi for 3. The rebound, Celtics.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Pritchard surviving the D. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's George. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. George has got 11.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Bridges passes to Brunson. And there it is for him. He's got 9.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with high percentage shots.
Outside Tatum. The 3-ball. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Back to Brunson. Lets a 3 fly. Puts in the three. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Oh, he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Tatum passes to Houdini. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Brunson looks it over. Robbed. And they're on the run. Pritchard against Bridges. Pass to G. The kick to Tatum. Fires the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They led the game at 1 point by 20. A good substitution here for Boston.
Substitution on the court.
.36 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. It's Brunson working inside. Celtics trail by 10.
72.
Outside Pritchard. Jacks up a three. And it's New York with a rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 12-point Knick lead.
And it gets even worse for them. He just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's New York going into the break up 12. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Boston, we've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. Sam Hauser out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Houdini in at the 2 spot. Pass to Tatum. From outside the arc. Hart pulls it in. New York leading by 12. Outside McBride. To the middle. Out to the right wing. Drummond passes to McBride. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Hauser outside. The three. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Drummond. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, that's a big body to mess with. Drummond's a handful.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Drummond.
Well, he's one of the best rebounders we've ever seen. Drummond controls the defensive glass, and at the other end, he creates second chance opportunities.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Houdini. Takes the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Towns. And he rebounds again. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
Hart passes to McBride. From behind the arc. Boston with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Out left to the wing. And here's Tatum. From deep. Hart pulls it in. McBride attacking. Counted. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Houdini. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game. New York working the ball around now. Towns outside. Launches it. The shot no good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Here's McBride. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And here's the fast break. Here's Hauser. It's not going to go for him. And some solid defense from Towns. Pass to Lee. Back to McBride. Hart passes to Drummond. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And so Drummond nails them both. Now Tatum. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. To win the drought, Hart pulls it in.
He hasn't done a whole lot to help their cause today. They could have used more offense from him.
Pass to Lee. Towns a screen on Tatum. Lee into the lane. Hart. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
From the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside McBride. Hart passes to Drummond.